On a day his alleged victims thought that they would finally see justice, disgraced former KCK detective Roger Golubski was found shot to death at his Edwardsville home this morning. Golubski is accused of committing heinous crimes during his decades-long tenure with the department.
And his death comes as he was set to stand trial for violating the civil rights of two women. Our continuing team coverage continues here at 6 with KCTV5's Nigel Hood and Betsy Webster. We begin with Nigel. Nigel, we understand you spoke with one of Golubski's victims earlier today.
That's right. Ophelia Williams tells me Roger Golubski ruined her life, and now she'll never get the chance to face him in court and tell him how he made her feel. The memories of what he did still haunt her to this day. Do you think justice has been served?
No, not completely. Because I don't think nobody that wasn't guilty would have killed themselves. And so he was guilty.
Ophelia Williams says Roger Golubski has taken everything from her.
I mean, it's funny because what he told me, it happened to him.
Williams says Golubski came to her home while on duty more than 25 years ago and sexually assaulted her after her 14-year-old sons were arrested.
He knew I was telling the truth. And he couldn't handle the truth. And so he's dead.
Prosecutors say for years, female residents of KCK's low-income neighborhoods, many of who were African American, lived in fear they too would be subject to Golubski's threats and sexual demands.
Because the same thing that he told me, that if I told anybody what he could do to me, kill me or take me somewhere, kill me or have somebody kill me. It was either he died or I died.
A lawsuit filed in September claims Golubski used his position of privilege as a police detective to protect drug dealers and sex traffickers from law enforcement. Williams raises the question of how privilege affected the case leading up to his death.
Do you think they would have let this black cop have a gun? But he's white. So the question is, where he get a gun from?
Although the case has now been dismissed, Williams says the fight isn't over. Her 6 granddaughters and 2 sons currently behind bars are what keeps her going.
I'm not a quitter. I'm not running. You know, and I sure in the hell ain't gonna take my own life.
Now we want to be clear. You just heard Ophelia Williams say Roger Golubski died by suicide. KCTV5 is working to confirm that independently. What we know is Golubski was found dead in his home by gunshot wound, and there was no foul play. However, the KBI says they can't confirm this was suicide until the autopsy results come back. As for Williams, she says she is asking for accountability of all law enforcement involved in covering Golubski's tracks. In KCK, Nigel Hood, KCTV5.
Yeah, your heart goes out to these victims, but also I can't imagine what Ophelia went through, and now she's managing to stay somewhat positive as she deals with this news. Incredible. Thank you so much, Nija. And before